The council is really proud of the Combe Down Stone Mines project.
Yeah, it's been a good job, and I would say everybody who's been on the project working up here will say the same. You know, it's been a good job for all of us.
You might say that people should look at this project and learn from it. Well, I think it's essential that they do, because there are so many examples of how work should be properly managed.
This is the original mine that provided the stone for the building of Georgian Bath. The mine was abandoned in about the mid-1800s, and 150 years later we're here sort of solving the problem that was left behind.
We have approximately 700 houses above the mine site. We are looking to place approximately 500,000 cubic metres of foam concrete to stabilise the void. Foam concrete is basically a expanded concrete. We have the facilities you can see behind with the batching plant where we produce our own concrete. We then produce a base mix which we pump throughout the mine up to 1 kilometre, and we then inject a foaming agent which then expands the concrete by approximately 70%, and you end up with a foamed concrete, much like as you'd find if you went into a sweet shop in an aero bar. This is the largest mass pour of foam concrete, certainly in Europe, possibly the world. The benefits of using foam concrete is because we produce it on site and we expand it on site, we basically reduce the deliveries of the material used by a third. So minimal disruption to the community and benefits for us in terms of timescales and programme to stabilise the mine workings.
We have got to this stage without any major health and safety issues, which is really important because mining, as we know, is a very unsafe industry.
Looking at things like the safety record here, which is exemplary, the things that Hydrock have done have been absolutely superb, and you know they deserve all the credit that turned out they will get from the mines inspectorate.
The contractor themselves has set the stall out, established a very sound safety culture. This is classified as a high hazard site. It's had the potential to do enormous harm if not handled correctly, both to the people working here and the people who live around about this area. So I'm full of admiration for the standards that have been employed here, and this has been an exemplary project in my opinion.
We're right in the middle of a village, and so everything that they do is watched and noted.
What people were worried about was noise, dust, heavy lorries, dirt, the impact of having a couple of hundred miners around the place.
They're in the front line with residents, and if they had had a poor relationship with residents, there would have been all sorts of problems. You're passing by when they're doing some work on the roads or wherever, and they will say good morning, they'll say hello, and then you people form some sort of connection with them.
Everybody says how good the relations with the public have been. And many people are now saying they're going to miss them.
We've been part of the Considerate Constructor scheme now for the last 3 years on this site, and each year you have to show that you're improving on the standards that you set the previous year, and we subsequently achieved a silver standard, and then last year we achieved the top standard of a gold award.
Hydrock thoroughly deserve their award because at all times throughout the project they have done everything they can to improve the relationship between the project and people who are very concerned about the prospects of what is going on below them. And Hydrock really have just done so much to help improve the flow of communications.
It's not just about filling the mines in, it's about dealing with the archaeology, which is grade 1. It sits over a grade 1 aquifer, which needs to be managed, and it has the bats in there.
Some of the rarest breeds of British bat live here, and it's one of the most important colonies in Europe for breeding of the horseshoe bat. So there was close consultation with Natural England, who are the legislative body looking after the bats in this country, and the plan was formed how we would maintain the habitat for the bats in the long term, and it's safe to say that we have had minimal impact on those environmental issues.
Hydrock have obviously grown with this project. Their ability to be flexible, their ability to look for innovative solutions, their desire to work closely with everyone and make sure that we reached the common goal has been particularly pleasing.
To achieve a project that's on cost, within budget, an exemplary health and safety record, and for the community living round about, works that have not only just been tolerated, but the people here have welcomed the workforce. I think that's it's probably unique.
It's been a well-run project, and I was glad to be part of it. I'm glad I came up here, you know.
You can walk around this village now and talk to people, and they won't have a bad word said against this company. And I think that's again a real testament to Hydrock's ability, you know, to get on and do a good job.